Hey guys, it's me Trace. I just wanted to jump back here real quick so I could tell you what I was going to do here. I'm still working on the commission piece, the Hulk dresser, and I thought this would be a good opportunity for me to just shoot out this little video and have it on my YouTube about getting a nice smooth top with the black, the caviar black from Dixie Belle. I've got my mister bottle, which you need water, and there is the caviar. Okay. So what I do is I've already got one coat on this that I put on last night. I like to keep my paint running a little because this is a second coat, and you don't want it real thick because that's how you get thick and that's how you get paint brush strokes and stuff. You want to keep everything really fairly fluid and moving. I started this and I thought, oh, I better get on and I'll do a short, quick video on doing the black paint, getting a nice smooth top. I'm just going to go ahead, this is my second coat. I'm going to get my second coat on here. I'm going to sort of work fast because this is a water, this is thinner, and it's going to dry fast, and plus I have the fan blowing right on me. So, and first of all, I just try to get everything coated real good. And then once I've got everything, I will go around and finalize my brush strokes. Let's see, where did I put it? Okay. You can always tell when you work with Dixie Belle paint when it's time to thin it up, because when you start having to work at it, then it's time to get that paint watered down a little. Okay, this is so nice. All right, so I'm going to go ahead here and really water down what's left in this tray and just mix it all up on here because I'm not really worried about getting coverage or paint or anything. I just don't want my brush to be damp. See how I'm scooting it back off on the tray? So there's just a little, I really just want a little bit of moisture. And I'm going to try to turn that fan too because it's really blowing, but we'll get through it. I go ahead and do my final strokes, and I come back and forth. Some people don't like doing that. So you can go one direction, and that's basically what I do. I just go right over top of it, and I come back and forth. And don't worry about this part because I'll come around that, and keep your water. Keep your paint really watered for this. Because you want to keep a really damp brush. And try not to let spots dry up like I have. Like I said, I've got this fan pointing on me, and that wasn't one of my wisest choices to make. So I got about that far, and I'm just going to go ahead and finish all this up and go back and forth. Back and forth. Okay. And then I'm going to leave it. I always do that because I don't want any start and stops in the middle either. I want to get the smoothest top I can get without having to do a bunch of work. I'll go ahead and gently go around the edges to make sure if there's any drips, they are not running down the front of it. And see, there's my tray. It's barely nothing on there. It's really just the water reactivating the paint that I had put on there. And then this will dry and it'll be nice and smooth, and I'm not going to have to sand it or do anything like that. You can see it's still wet, but it won't be long because that fan is really blowing. So I thought I'd just jump on here real quick and show you this is how I do it. it's you know, pretty easy kind of little technique. So I hope that helps. Two people. Okay. Hey guys, I'm just gonna try to give everybody just a minute since the time is, you know, so different with everybody in everybody's area. So I've had the craziest day. I've had a runny nose, watery eye. Now I just got bit and I'm like tearing them, like falling apart.
Terry Sabelli says, "Hey Trey."
Hey Tare, how are you doing, girl?
Lynn Avery's here. She
Hey,
said
Lynn.
hi. Got about 7 on right now.
7 on? Okay. Well then, we'll just go ahead and start and other people will jump on and stuff. So first of all, let me just tell you where we're at on this dresser. And if I dab in my nose, please excuse me. This is the picture that I'm putting on the top of this desk, the Hulk desk that I told you I was doing. I went ahead, I had my tray, and I had this cheapy little roller, and I dumped the Mod Podge on here, and I just rolled it all over the poster, and then I measured where the poster was on the desk, and I rolled it real good on the desk, and it's dried. I did it this morning, and it's had all day to dry, and it's ready to adhere. And honestly, this is not going to take long. This is a fast thing. But I've got it pretty well marked and everywhere where I want this to be. So I've got parchment paper. Any old parchment paper will do. And let's see, I'm just gonna put one there and here, one here. Put one up there. So that's gonna be good. And by the way, last night's winner for the brush was Brenda S. Anderson. Brenda Sletton Anderson. So if you are on Brenda or you see this during this live, please send me your mailing information and I can get your brush out to you, okay? So I've gone ahead and put the tissue paper, or the parchment paper, I'm sorry, over top of the poster. I have got just this, I bought this little thing a while back from Dollar General, so it's no special iron or nothing. And I think I got that pretty well lined up. I'm gonna push this here.
Did you tell them about the notes video?
No, I will in a minute. And I'm just gonna go ahead then and start ironing it. I used the Mod Podge. Remember I told you I was using Mod Podge for this. I did not get a chance today to try any of the Dixie Belle products to see if, you know, if any of them would be comparable to this. But I will try to get that on my list of things to do. So, oh yeah, it's starting to stick. Oh, this is gonna work. I don't know, I'm a nervous wreck about this because it's stuck. Like I said, I did this one other time on a piece of scrap wood. So I wasn't really doing it, and this isn't something I could just try on here and then tear it up and go back. So I'm gonna keep, I think I need a little more heat, rubbing this and see how it goes. Is there anybody out there who's ever tried this way? I am so old school. I just would have my scraper and I would be working and making sure there's no wrinkles Let's see. And if you have any overhang at all, I got this pretty good measurements right, but you could take a straight razor and just zip off the end if you happen to go over, or you know, you have a little bit hanging over. I didn't put any glue on that side, so I'm not really worried about it sticking if it does go over, because there's nothing for it to adhere to.
Did you say what temperature the oven?
I've got this thing up on cotton. It's sort of not a very good iron, to tell you the truth, but we're going to work with it and see what we can do. Because if all else fails and this does not go down, I'll be doing it the old-fashioned way. But so far it seems to be going. It seems to be working good. That's my ledge. Yeah, see, I'm going to have to cut. I'll trim a little bit of that off when I do my detail work. So tonight, let me tell you too about tonight's giveaway. I'm gonna give away soap, some brush soap, scrubby soap to be exact. This scrubby soap is a really, really great product. It's just another kind of soap that you can use to take care of your brushes. And the nice thing about the scrubby soap is it has a built-in sponge. So when you're scrubbing your brush, you can really get all those bristles and get up in the middle of the brush and get the paint out. It comes in 3 scents. It comes in lime, it comes in orange, and it comes in lemon. But there's a couple other neat things too about this bar of soap. Do you ever dropped paint on fabric, or gotten it on carpet, or like something like that when you're painting, or you accidentally bumped your sleeve? That soap will help get that out of your material, and it works really, really good. Another thing I've heard that it's really good on, but I have not ever tried it because I don't have any football players. Someone was saying that it works real good with grass stains and stuff.
Oh, on the baseball field.
Yeah, and you could just scrub them right out with that scrubby soap, and it all has citrus in it. So for tonight's giveaway, just like yesterday, like my Facebook page, Refurbish in the Middle, and share this video and put in the comments if you want lemon, orange, or lime, and then whoever wins, we'll put it all in the drawing thing, and whoever wins will get that sent to you, and they all smell really good. So that's going to be a tough decision trying to
Lynn
decide.
Avery says she gets it on her clothes and everywhere else near her.
Well, then you'll like this if you win this soap, Lynn, because I'll tell you, there's been a few times I've run back out here to the studio and to check on something or something I was doing, and I'd nick my sleeve, and you can just take that and scrub it right up, and it'll come out. And you can keep the little plastic container too. That's really nice. It comes in, and you can keep it to store it in too. So, and it really does last a long time.
Cindy asks, how long did you let the Mod Podge dry before you started the ironing?
I let it dry all day. It was completely dry. There was nothing wet, and it seems to be down pretty good. I'm gonna put on tomorrow's video, I'll have this trimmed up, and I'll do, we'll put the gator hide. I'm gonna put the gator hide on this because I told you it was a young boy, and I just wanted to be durable for him. Do you want to turn that down a little so maybe they can see how good that it's on there? I've got a little overhang here, and I'll trim that, but it's down, so this works pretty good. I can see where this would be wonderful in your drawers and stuff, because you can cut the fit and then just slip it in and run over it with your iron.
Emily says, I wonder if it would get paint out of a Scottish Terrier's hair.
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised.
It's probably
I
good
know
to
it.
Isn't it natural too? So it's probably safe to use.
Yeah. So let me move this because I'm going to do a drawer too.
Lynn said, do you think that this was easier, or do you think it's easier the old-fashioned way?
This is, for wrinkles, I think this is definitely easy. If flat surface, your inside of your drawers, the sides of your drawers, this is going to be perfect. Detail work, like curves and stuff, I'm not really sure how that would work because the iron's flat. And it just seems to me it would be easier to get the Mod Podge out. And like I said, I have Mod Podge in gallon jugs. Before I ever even started using Dixie Belle, which is way back from the beginning, I used Mod Podge because I did a lot of decoupaging and I did that. And then once I got into being a Dixie Belle retailer, I started playing around and found out that the top coat works really good. The gator hide works. Any of Dixie Belle's top coats work perfect for decoupage. So since I got that done, I'm gonna take this and sit it on the top because this is probably the best view for you all. Because I'll do a drawer. You want to push your camera down, babe?
Yep, no, that's fine. Sorry, I was replying to a comment.
That's all right. I've got all the drawers. I did those in red, and I did the outside in red, and I did the fronts black. So what I'm going to do is I have two top drawers that are really little. So I am putting this, I have this really cute tissue paper. It's red, and it has little specks of red in it. So I just thought it would just be a little, maybe if you look at it this way, that'll be good.
Oh,
you
yeah.
see the little specks? I just thought that'd just be a little thing. You know, I'm just going to do that in the two top drawers because the other two bigger drawers, I'm going to go ahead and do, put this, I'm going to hand paint those on the sides of the drawers. And Sam and I were just talking and we're going to do knobs. I've got knobs and we're going to do one with the flash and two with flash, two with Hulk. We've got 6 knobs, so we'll do something else too. Maybe we'll find some other thing or we'll just rotate. But I thought too I'd come on here because this isn't taking very much time. Can you give me that sponge right there?
Lynn said boys like a little bling too.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. I thought I'd show you too how I do the sides, and I like doing tissue paper. There's just one little thing I can say about doing tissue paper. You're gonna have wrinkles. It's almost impossible. I would love if someone can get it down with absolutely no wrinkles. I wish you would message me and tell me how you do it. But it doesn't really bother me that much because they're not that bad. And this is so thin, you know, it's almost unavoidable. I will show you, I'll do the other side, but after I get mine stuck down, all you have to do is go over this with your sanding block and cut it back. I guess I should have got a sponge. I'm going to just tear this back here. And then I can come back and really sand this down. See that? You got your little edges, just give it a little sand, straighten it up. So this is one reason why I like using tissue paper, because it goes down really fast and it's less work. Posters and stuff are nice, and don't get me wrong, I use them all the time, but he's gonna be all right. I use them all the time, but you can move so much faster with the tissue paper. So can you you're gonna have to pull that camera up just a smidge, okay? Okay, yeah, there. Okay.
I mean, let me get your whole head
Just,
in there,
well,
because you might as well let them see your beautiful face.
I'm gonna do gator hide. I have it open, and I tend to just sort of use what I have. If you hear that whining, we have a little puppy. He comes to the front door. He wants me to let him in. So I'm gonna go ahead, and I like these little brushes here. You can pick these up. I see they have stuff similar to this to Dollar General, and I know I reference Dollar General a lot, but there's just one barely a quarter of a mile away from me. So if I need something or I'm in a pinch, that's my go-to, because the Walmart's a few more miles away. So, and so far I see their craft sections are really getting nicer. But I had purchased these online, but you can find these similar, and I think the last time I was in Lowe's they had something similar, and Home Depot too.
Lynn would like to know, which color of red is that?
This is Honky Tonk. And I used Honky Tonk because that's what I had open. I debated about using Barn Red and stuff, but I just thought for a little boy, you know, and it'd be bright, so that way when you pull open your drawers, you can see what's in there. Sometimes, you know, if you put a dark color, it's hard to see what stuff's in there.
We have two viewers,
Okay.
Lisa Fry Hansen and Denise Huffman Musgrave. They both think that you can use the iron-on method with the tissue paper to eliminate wrinkles as well.
Oh, really? Well,
Yes.
I
Same
definitely
process.
will try it. Honestly, I thought about that today, but I didn't know how the tissue paper was going to handle,
The heat.
painting all this, you know, painting on it like this and letting it sit there. I figured it would shrivel up a little because it's such a, you know, it's so thin. But we'll have to try that. So this is all I do. I like my little brush. I'm just gonna go down. There we go. Get that on there. I like to put a pretty good bit. But you can do a pretty good job if you just take your time and get your stuff leveled out, and you can see the gator hide on that, gator shine. Boy, I'm just having an off day today. I don't know what the heck's going on. Okay, and I have a fan on me too, which is like crazy.
Would you like to move it?
Okay, yeah, it'll work. All right, and this is basically all I do, and I just will put it down. I'm gonna pick that up a little. It's good. And pull that over. And then I take my brush and get it soaked back up again. And I'm just gonna go over it like this.
So Emily is new to decoupaging and stuff, and she asks, why would you decoupage the drawers if you've already painted them red?
Well, I knew someone was gonna ask me that, so this is great, Emily. I just wanted these little flecks, because like I said, the other 4 drawers, 2 on each side that are the big drawers, I'm gonna hand paint the flash and maybe even get brave and try to do one in the Hulk. I don't know, we'll have to see. But I just wanted to put something, these were so thin and I wasn't gonna mess, so I just wanted to have something on these so they weren't so plain. That's all, that's the only reason. So, and plus I wanted to do it so I could show you how I do it. When it's wet, I like to go around and just put a little extra bit right on this edge of the gator hide, and in that way I don't have to wait for it to be completely dry. And if you really put a little just stuff, it'll come right off even, and you'll barely have to do any sanding. So I'm just working on the back half here. You can see that came off perfectly straight. And there's the drawer. I'm gonna go over, wipe off that little bit of excess. And this, like I said, I just wanted to do that to put a little shine. Yeah.
We got another viewer. Sheila's asking, what is the name of the black paint that you've used?
Okay, the black paint is Dixie Belle's Caviar. It's one of their new colors that they've just released. And it really is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful black color. You can see it here on the drawers, how pretty it's turned out. There is one coat of the gator hide on these drawers, just the drawers right now, because I knew I was going to be handling them and doing this decoupage. And you know, sometimes if you rub stuff when it's a dark color, it leaves a chalk print or, you know, a smudge mark. And then that way, when I was touching these to do the decoupage, I did not have to worry about all those and having to go back and wipe them off and get them back up. So I'll do one more. Let me do this last side, and then all these drawers will be done. And we'll be far along. We'll be moving along real good on this little thing. Tomorrow I'll come on and I'm gonna do the gator hide. I'll show you how I do it with my little sponge and my little styrofoam tray, and just how easy it goes on and how fast it works. You can move. So I'm just gonna take this little thing here where I had ripped it off, and I'll go over the drawer, over the top a little, because I don't want to leave all that frayed part. And I'm just gonna pull it down, and there you go. Really is easy. I enjoy doing decoupage and lots of flowers and piecing stuff together. I just enjoy it. I always have liked to do decoupage. I can remember when not when I first started doing furniture, but when I was doing furniture before Dixie Belle and stuff. Do y'all remember, did any of you remember watching what's her name? Roseanne, no, Rosie O'Donnell. She always, that was her big thing on her show. She did decoupage all the time. And I used to get the biggest kick out of it, because I thought, oh honey, you don't even know what we're doing in decoupage. You know, she was doing little boxes and little tabletops and stuff, so I used to get a big kick out of watching her. And I'm just gonna, I went around my edges and I put a little extra on there, and if it gives you any trouble and it's not gonna rip, I just go ahead and get the brush and put a little more, because this paper will just rip right, you know, come right off. You can wait and let it dry and get your sanding block out. I just like to work along. So I'm just gonna set that down there. I'm gonna touch this off. Now I'm gonna have to let this dry. Yep.
Sheila asks, are Dixie Belle paint safe to use on a kitchen island top? It would be used for food prep and dough rolling. I'm a total newbie, thanks.
Okay. The best thing I can tell you is, I don't think that I would use the paint unless you're gonna put a top coat on. If you're gonna be rolling dough and stuff, you'll probably be all right. I just don't think I would cut on it, because you know that'll create slices and stuff. I know there's several Dixie Belles who have used it on their butcher block. They use the gator hide on their butcher block, and it works as a really good protectant. So I would say you could use the paint, because we are using the paint to do countertops, vinyl countertops and stuff. But I would put a protected coating on it, meaning gator hide or one or the other. I would probably use gator hide, because that's your water resistant top coat. And yeah, as long as you're not cutting with a knife, you should be perfectly fine to roll out dough or, you know, any kind of stuff like that. So I hope that helps. I put the paint on all kinds of stuff. I haven't had any trouble. I know there's lots of other Dixie Belles that, you know, do it.
She's maybe tell her if it's like,
Oh yeah, and it, like Sam just brought up too, and this is a good idea because you're new. If you're gonna do your countertops, or if the surface is slick that you're gonna paint, you might need to use the slick stick on it to help it adhere, because I know that's like the best thing to use if you're doing the countertops. What is that? Laminate countertops, but you could go over any surface. You could go over tile, you can go over glass, and put that slick stick down, and then put your color down, and then put your top coat, and it's fine. You won't have any chipping or anything. You just have to let everything dry real good in between layers. That's the best piece of advice that I could give you when you're using the slick stick and the color and then the top coat, because you're going to have several coats. So just make sure everything dries real good, and you'll see the durability.
Sheila says this is more like a particle board. She sanded the heck out of it.
Yeah. Oh, it should be. You should, the particle board, you probably don't need the slick stick because it's porous. So just go ahead and you can put your color down, and just make sure you don't think there's going to be any bleed through or anything. If it's particle board, you shouldn't. And if you think there's going to be any bleed through, well, you can put your boss down first too. But you should be able to just go ahead and put your color down and put your top coat over it. So, and I would definitely use the gator hide because that's water resistant top coat. So that should be fine. The giveaway. Let me tell you too about the giveaway. We're giving away scrubby soap. This stuff is great. I'm telling you, this stuff is great. There's 3 scents. It comes in lime, it comes in lemon, and it comes in orange. So that's what I'm going to give your choice away tonight. Just share this video, like Refurbished in the Middle on Facebook, and then come back and comment if you want lemon, lime, or orange. They all smell fabulous. They all come in this little plastic keeper that you can keep to store your paint in. I'm gonna pop this one out. It has a built-in sponge, so you can see, oh, it smells so good already, just here in front of the fan. It's got a sponge. The sponge goes all the way through. So when you're cleaning, you can just get on there with your brush. I usually have the water running, and I swish my brush around several times. Sometimes I'll even just keep swishing until I know all the paint's worked its way out of it. It smells so good. And in case you missed too, this is real good. If say I was painting away, and a good one for bumping my sleeves or bumping the side of my legs in the winter, and I have my blue jeans on. This will get the paint out. This scrubby soap works really good for that. Carpet, if you've ever painted on carpet and got a drop of paint or something, you could go back with this and use your scrubby soap, and it'll help scrub it out and everything. So that's really good. And I said earlier, yesterday's giveaway winner is Brenda Sletton Anderson. If you're watching by any chance, please message us message me your address, and I can get the brush out to you. And you'll have that. And I hope when you get it and you try it, I want you to come back and let me know what you painted and what you think of it, and you know, just whatever. Any feedback's really good. So does anybody else have any other questions? It doesn't, even if you have something on your mind that doesn't pertain to what we were just doing, ask away, because I'll be more than happy. If I can answer, I will answer. Tomorrow when I come on for my live, I'm going to finish this up and do the top coat, and then when it's dry, I'll go through and do my finish work. I have some little things I want to do, and I will have a picture posted on my page so y'all can see how it all turns out. But I would say on the ironing decoupage, absolutely thumbs up. It's a great, I really enjoy it. I'm glad I got to try it today. It's gonna make things a lot easier. I just had a cheap little iron and it worked really good. And don't forget, you need parchment paper to protect whatever you've stuck down. And tomorrow we'll go over top of it with our top coat and get this thing all sealed up. And when I'm completely done, I'll get all the pictures posted. So don't forget, Brenda Sletton Anderson, you're our winner from yesterday. So I hope you get the information to me so I can get your brush. And y'all don't forget to comment on your flavor of scrubby soap. And I will see you tomorrow night. Bye.